One of the things we've always tried to do is adapt. We're not trying to present a horse breeder model from long ago. We're not trying to be a Kentucky Derby, high-end type fancy horse farm. We just want to produce good horses, and we want people to have good experiences with them. You have to get, in many cases, brand new people who don't have much horse experience to learn how to convince the yearling that human contact is okay, and then to lead the yearling down the path of acting like a racehorse. So there's a lot of training and attention involved.
There's been talk about declining foal crops and how it's been fewer mares bred year after year. How's business been here at Hanover, and how have you responded to that?
Well, Jim Simpson had a theory, and I think it makes sense, that the people would have to buy young horses sooner or later. Folks were looking for race horses for some years there during the slump. They were ready to go, so they'd pay a premium for a horse that was already racing. They were less inclined to take on the risk that comes with a yearling, but eventually those horses are off the track, and you have to have new ones to replace them. So we tried to position ourselves to meet a demand that we hoped would come, and I think it is coming. You see the Harrisburg yearling sale is back at pre-2008 levels. So the Lexington sale has been strong as well. I think that the market is turning back to younger horses. Very modern responsibility tree here, because we've kind of distributed titles around, but it's a task-oriented style of management. So we realize we've got something to do, and whoever does it is the person who's either best qualified to do it or has the most time available.
Dale Welk is inspecting yearlings that are going to be entered in the sale, and so he is sending his reports. We have a master file of all the entries. Dale, Dr. Jablonski, and myself are on a subcommittee. We do essentially ratings of all the yearling entries. We take the pedigree ratings and make a combined score with confirmation ratings, and that will determine placement in the sale.
We have a great program in Pennsylvania for sire stakes, breeders award, total purse money, but it's enough money to attract the attention of the legislators, who are always running in deficit mode, and they're trying to cook up ways to do something better with it than pay it to horse people.
Right.
Even though we negotiated the deal, and I keep a copy of the legislation there all the time, and that's the salient part of Act 71 that legalized slots in Pennsylvania, and it says enhance horse racing and breeding programs. Don't forget it. Well, that's Albatross, and he was arguably the greatest pacing sire that's been here.
It is Albatross and Nansemon. Nansemon moves back to the lead. Albatross coming on again as they come to the wire.
The other way is Western Hanover, who stamped his place here too.
And Western Hanover cuts the corner. Hum's finger is out for the drive. On the inside, it's Barrett's Avenger and Survivor Gold. It's Western Hanover at the wire.
That painting is Brett Hanover that came out of the Castleton office. I bought that in Lexington at the auction, Stan Bergstein's auction, and thought it'd be neat to bring Brett back here. It was Noxie Hanover, a time trial in Lexington, trial of 155 flat. It was the fastest 2-year-old trotter, I believe, male or female, at the time, when time trials were in vogue. Triple Crown heirs, and I believe to this day, heirs was the only Triple Crown winner bred by a female. All this is recognition of breeders. Phil Terry, we've won 10 or 11 jugs, and we only have 2 or 3 of them here. and he presented them during that ceremony.
There's like 2 rows of grays where the fence used to be. If there had been a Triple Crown in 1930, she would be the only filly Triple Crown winner. That's good blood there. It was just magic. You had the Tar Heel mares, and then really there wasn't another dominant pacing sire like that until Western, and now you've got the Western Hanover mares going to some beach somewhere. So, you know, the parlay goes on. Spry Hanover is a Crystal Rodney family, so Nuncio is well represented here. Ayers was a Triple Crown winner. The only Triple Crown winner to be bred by a woman. He was out of Arpege, sister to Cass in Hanover, and I'm still having success with that maternal line today. There's a good old horse. He was the Some Beach Somewhere of his day, and he was out of a Volomite mare. Dean Hanover, great racehorse, my grandfather's favorite horse of all time. He took some records driving him, and he did not produce sons that were great racehorses. But if you look now, all of the most spectacular trotting pedigrees have him in there. There's something in his bloodline, and it's pretty rare. There wasn't like a brother or another one that can do this. So when you're buying trotting breeding stock, look for Dean Hanover back there. Super Bowl, talk about gameness. It should always be remembered in the Kentucky Futurity and his Triple Crown that Schulte flattened his tire twice. He did it in both heats, and he still beat him.
Sitting precariously off balance as his champion trots every step of the way without hesitation or miscue.
Champion at 2 and 3. At the time he was racing, he won more money than any other trotter had ever won as a 3-year-old. He was a Triple Crown winner, and out of 51 starts, he made 1 break.
I hope we're here long enough to refence it again.